This is Sound Off 60.
I want to make sure that the best team is the champion.
Yeah.
I want to play,
And that's key.
if that tournament comes up with this is the best team, I'm for that.
Southwest Louisiana's premier sports talk television show.
With me?
Hey.
Without me? All
That
right.
might be the
Hey.
dumbest argument we've ever had.
You
I like
are
the way he
most
does that.
idiotic imbecile if you thought that argument did not have merit. Look, did not.
All right,
McCarran.
So you're talking about my LSU quarterback?
Yeah.
What you put with me, without me.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the boys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Back here at Jack Daniel's at LaBerge Casino, 60 minutes of Sound Off 60. That's why we call it that on Channel 60. We got Guidry, Hobbs, and Cerro for the next 60 minutes.
Yes.
That's why it's called Sound Off 60. Did I say
Yes,
that
it is.
already?
You said that
All right,
already.
we're
Yes,
going to
you
cover that.
did.
Hey,
That's
a lot
okay.
to talk about, guys. We got some baseball, a little bit of basketball, a lot of football as usual, and yes, Hobbs, a little bit of boxing because I've been waiting for 2 years for this match. Yeah,
You mean to
boxing.
tell me you didn't bring up golf?
Oh, well, that's coming.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
coming. The
you didn't
Masters
mention golf.
Championship is over, so we'll get into that a little bit later on in the
Okay.
show. All right, first off, we want to kick off the show with not a very pleasant story. Happened locally, making some national news involving two former LSU players.
Yeah.
Taj Jones from Sulphur High School, linebacker, and a former player for the LSU Tigers for
Just
a
this
number of
past
years ago.
year.
Yeah.
Jones just this past year, and Brandon Winey. A shooting was involved. Jones was shot in the stomach, taken to local hospitals, and Brandon Winey arrested for a charge of second-degree attempted murder involving a firearm, obviously, and is being held in local jail on $1 million bond. This is not a pleasant story,
No,
but
it's
it's
not.
making news, and it's a big enough story because, for obvious reasons, these are two recognizable names in
the
LSU
community,
football
yeah.
and in the
Yeah,
community.
yeah,
This is shocking every time.
And
anytime
the
you read it.
oddity is, it's not like they played in the same era almost,
Right.
even. I think Brandon's, give you a reference, his last year at LSU was Saban's first year.
Yeah.
Last year.
So that's a
Saban's
long
first-
time
that's
ago.
A long time ago.
And of course,
You're right.
so, I don't know what we can say about it. We don't know what happened.
Exactly.
I'm sure in due course of time we'll find out more.
Yeah.
It's obviously a tragedy. I wouldn't have thought that from Brandon Winey.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, big
Yeah.
surprise.
What
And
he
this is,
alleged.
he's been, look, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers who follow LSU football and follow Sulphur sports and the local and the regional sports
Yeah.
probably have the same details that we have. Let's assume they do, but to a degree, it was at an apartment complex over the weekend, late one night, I believe it was Saturday night.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Friday night.
Yeah.
And both of them apparently were visiting a female friend, and an argument ensued, and a gun appeared, and Jones was shot. Now, Winey has been charged, so apparently, allegedly, there's evidence to link him to the shooting. We don't know. Charged and being held for a $1 million bond doesn't mean he is guilty of the charges yet. But
Right.
it doesn't look good. That's a serious charge.
It is a
Kevin.
serious charge.
When you shoot at a former LSU player, I mean, and you just said it. You just don't figure it. You don't know
Yeah.
why and how and all the where-tos, but this is just bad all the way
Yeah.
around.
It is, Rick.
Bad
and I mean,
for Winey, bad for Jones.
I feel bad. I mean, I know both families, and I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Winey, they sit together with me and my wife at the
Oh,
football
I've
games.
known
I mean,
them.
Scooter
I
known
used
for
to
years.
run into them at the
I mean,
LSU games, home and away. I mean,
Yeah.
when Brandon signed with LSU, they bought a motorhome to go to the
to
away
the
games.
games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just sad on both parts, and I mean, I feel
It
for
is,
both
and of
families.
course, the American press will be following the story, and you're right. The authorities haven't released much in their investigation
No,
because
they
it's
haven't.
so new. Jones was transferred to a hospital in the Alexandria area, underwent surgery, listed in serious condition. I guess we can theorize. Jones was, he participated recently in the LSU Pro Day.
Which was Wednesday.
Just Wednesday.
Just Wednesday.
And my guess is that he wasn't going to get drafted.
Legitimate free agent, though.
But was going to get every chance as a free agent. And I thought he had a chance. I don't know what position he would play.
Yeah.
And I know that's not important at this stage.
Right.
Right.
But, you know, it's a little small for a linebacker, but he is fast as lightning for a linebacker.
Right.
I could see him almost keeping a job in the NFL just on special teams.
Exactly. Excuse me,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well,
he was a special teams demon at LSU.
developing story, obviously, the angle of two former LSU players being involved in something like
That's
this.
the
this
oddity
tragedy.
of it. Not that it
Yeah.
makes a difference, but just
No, it
two-
doesn't. But it is.
That's just the oddity
It
of it,
is
man.
odd to have that happen.
Well,
Yeah.
And you know, look, you know, a name that comes to mind. Boy, I get this. Chad Jones. Remember this? Remember the baseball
Yeah.
player?
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
before the draft.
Had a
he
bad
had
car
the,
accident.
the car accident in New Orleans. Was drafted, I believe, in the third
the
round
Giants.
by the Giants.
By the Giants.
Did
But
he
he's
ever? Did
not
he ever,
really,
No,
not
he
really.
didn't.
He is
No.
now attempting baseball.
Yeah.
Good.
In the, you know, low minors, it'll be
Yeah.
a long, slow process.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's a totally different situation.
It is.
No,
I know
wasn't-
that. But the point I was trying to make, the thread here is that hopefully Jones will recover, and maybe he might miss this year because of the injury.
yeah, but,
and he can
uh,
come back and maybe try
That's-
again next year.
That's a serious injury. Lower abdomen,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like every muscle in your body that you move to react
Yeah.
to anything comes from that area.
Yeah. Well-
so, I mean, we're hoping the best for
Yeah.
the kid, Rick, but it's just, that's a bad area to
Yeah.
have.
Well, let's send our best out to both families. Let's wait on the investigation. Everybody's going to have theories and
Yeah.
opinions on something like this, but you just don't know. Now, a sub story, and it's not related, but you know, Kevin, we talk about this a lot. The name, the San Francisco 49er linebacker, Alden
Unbelievable.
Smith.
Unbelievable.
And again, let's go ahead and get that out. I don't want to tie all this in together.
I mean, I saw the story,
Arrested
Rick.
at LAX.
Okay, but wait, it gets better, Rick.
What do you know?
You're arrested at one of the largest
I missed
airports
this.
in the country, and you're gonna tell them that you could possibly have a bomb
Yeah.
on you? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna take that lightly, Scooter? If you mention that?
No.
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 Here's a top
I
flight.
missed that story.
Oh, it's top story.
missed that.
It's,
Alden
it's a
Smith.
big story, yeah.
You know,
San Francisco 49ers.
led the
linebacker.
league in sacks,
Yeah.
not last
Told
season,
him
but the year.
he had a bomb.
He
Yeah,
mentioned
he told
something
him.
about being in a possession of a bomb.
Of a bomb.
I don't know the quote, but bomb in an airport.
That's
you
enough.
just
That's
don't-
enough in itself, Rick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's
did he have
enough.
one?
No, of course
No,
not.
no, he didn't have one. It was a false statement.
No.
but
Oh, he
the
was
fact
being
that he
cute. You
said
don't,
I
you
know.
don't be
Cute,
cute
you don't
through
play
the
like
Cute,
that.
you don't get cute with
TSA
those
line.
people. You don't
You
get
don't-
cute with the
you don't play
airport
like that
people in this
at
day
all.
and age. But you know, that's a story. It's another disturbing story
Yeah.
where, you know, guys just don't think. Guys let their temper get away.
Well-
Look, guys, I get it all the time. I'm called out of lines randomly. I don't know if it's my look.
Look.
I don't know.
Look.
But I get called out to do the wand,
Yeah.
take the shoes off for sure,
Yeah.
and hold my arms out.
Yeah. Look.
You know, it's not that big of a
This-
I
deal.
wouldn't want you
This-
getting on a plane
Well,
with
thank
me.
you, sir. I
This
appreciate
guy-
that.
But, look, but
It's
this
not that
guy,
big of a deal.
it's not his first time getting in. I
No,
mean, just in
no.
September, he was charged with the DUI.
Yes.
And possession of marijuana.
Yes.
Then
Went
I
into
think-
rehab last
yeah.
season.
Then I think it was just in, was it January? Was stopped again for carrying an assault weapon. What are you
What do they
doing
think?
with
You know, we
an
talk about
assault
this. We
weapon
talk about this.
in your vehicle?
Yeah, we talk about this. Why can't guys at that level,
I don't
just get
know.
a brain cell,
I don't know.
back away, you know, and just be normal. Just be
Rick,
normal.
You know what?
Okay?
I think these guys get into these little circles, that friends that they call, or guys that they hang with, their posse or whatever you want to call it. And I think that's
That
a way
influences.
to make them feel like they're on the same level as them by doing stupid stuff.
That's why managers and agents come in really handy to keep guys straight. Colin Kaepernick, the 49er quarterback, over the weekend.
Yeah.
Being talked to,
Yeah.
it's not an investigation,
No, it's-
but some kind of incident with a local woman brought to
Yeah.
a hospital.
Yeah.
Here's my point. The Alden Smiths of the world, the Colin Kaepernicks of the
Yeah.
world, get smart, stay at home,
And you know,
we're
not-
walk the line, and you can make loads of
Or
endorsement
if
money.
you
Yeah,
don't
you can.
stay at home, leave the gun at home.
yeah,
Well,
exactly, Scooter.
Exactly.
Scooter. And you know,
You
when you
can
look
make
back at it,
loads of
guys,
endorsement money.
you know, you say to yourself, what can something like that do to better your situation or make you, I mean, you know, you look for it among a lot of rappers. This is kind of their little deal when you get arrested. It's supposed to give you street credit or
Right.
whatever you want to. But you're a professional athlete. Not that you've got to be a role model. No. But can't you just do the right thing?
You know,
we'll end it with this.
But you know, every time something comes up, all this is a learning experience. Maybe this will teach. It doesn't. We know that.
But it should.
They aren't ever going to learn.
But it should. Now, Alden Smith has problems.
No,
Okay? He's got a history.
He's got some
He's got a history. But well, I'll end it with this, all right? We've talked about it a number of times. The NFL is looking for character guys, okay? They have upped the ante in regards to character because they can't afford to invest in knuckleheads.
Right.
And
you know what, Rick?
They still get their share of knuckleheads.
They do.
Don't
And I don't
get
know.
I know that.
I
If
don't
the
know how
knucklehead
much-
can run the 4-3.
I know
But
that.
believe it or not, though,
they're looking
Rick and
closer at
Scooter,
it.
even when I was drafted, we had a class we had to go to, rookies,
Right.
which talked about this, what we're
Can
talking
you
about.
imagine what it is in today's game? Can you imagine? All right, we're up against the clock. When we come back, we'll talk McNeese Spring football.
Yeah.
We've got that to talk about. Also, Cowboys and Cowgirl baseball. You know, they're like tops in the conference.
Yeah.
LSU gets all, and rightfully so, LSU baseball. We'll talk a little McNeese baseball. And the Masters. We have a champion, and he's an older champion. Well, not older, but he's won before. We'll get into that and so much more when we come back to Jack Daniels at LeBaire. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LeBaire's Casino Resort.
Behold the original light beer. The inventor of great taste and less filling. The one that dared to say, maybe light beer should taste like beer. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
So what are we doing at Tarver Ford this month? The lot's filling up with F-150s. I'm thinking we should do $12,000 off every one of them.
What about $13,000 off? That'll really get their attention.
That's it. $13,000 off of MSRP on every new 2013 F-150 in stock.
What about all of our new cars and SUVs?
Let's do everything. We got the largest inventory we've ever had. Let's put it all on sale. The only problem is I don't know how we're going to fit that all in one ad.
Man, I think you just did.
Come see us at Tarver Ford in Sulphur for the Everything's on Sale sale.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
This is it. The big bang of light beers. The one that started it all. 96 of the hardest working calories in the business. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
All right, boys and girls, time to let you know Party by the Pool Liquid Society is coming to LeBaire's Casino in May very soon. Want to throw out 2 names and 2 dates. May 22nd, the Wallflowers. We've heard of the Wallflowers, okay? It gets even bigger than that. June 19th, the Counting Crows.
Yes.
Get your tickets now because they're on sale and they will set out. That's
they will.
That's the big one, the Counting Crows. So the Wallflowers, May 22nd, which is get you warmed up for Memorial Day holiday, and
we can't
June
wait
19th,
for that, though, man.
the Counting Crows. Yeah.
Thursday becomes a national holiday around here when Party by the Pool starts.
And that is on Thursday, by the way. That is on Thursdays, Party by the Pool.
Can't wait for that. It's going to be great.
Hopefully winter will be totally gone by then. I don't know. Walking up to LeBaire's today.
Well, we've got some weather coming in tonight.
I know, it's like we're back to
But
winter
it's supposed
again.
to be okay tomorrow.
I know, but it's a nice little cold. And I'm
This
not
is
complaining.
just one little reminder.
It's one of those things that does, yeah.
Badass winter we had.
Yeah, it was bad.
All right, let me ring the bell. Baseball or Masters? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'll go any which way direction.
Masters.
Oh, let's go Masters.
Look, I want to talk about Bubba. I mean, you know, Scooter says it every year. You know, one year I think Phil had his little daughter walk out onto the green, I think at 18, And
Yeah, he
picked her up
that.
and kissed
He
her.
thought it was
know,
terrible.
but
But
it's-
Bubba, little boy,
I know,
come on now.
but they
I
didn't
love it.
overdo it, and it looked
I
genuine.
love it. I don't care. I love
My
it.
problem with Mickelson is always
care.
looked staged.
Oh,
But
You just don't like the guy.
No, I've come around to
wait,
him a
this
little
the thing.
bit.
Guys, did y'all see the little walk Bubba little son had? It was the
Oh,
coolest
yeah,
walk, man.
I agree.
It
I
was
agree.
the coolest walk. Yeah. I loved it, man.
Well, it's
I
a
loved
heartwarming story.
I
He's
loved it.
obviously an adopted child.
Yeah.
That he adopted, I guess, a year and a half
Yes,
or 2 years
yes,
ago, right?
yes, Rick.
Right when he won his
Yes,
first
sir.
Masters in
Yes.
2012. So it's a nice heartwarming story. You know, I didn't get to see a whole lot of the Masters. I did
Yeah.
get to.
I didn't
was
either,
in and out
but-
on
I
Sunday.
saw bits and pieces of it, though, but I did see that.
Anticlimactic. We got to say it. You know, it was
Yeah.
anticlimactic. It was interesting. You know, 6, 7, 8,
Well,
and 9.
Yeah.
With Jordan Spieth.
If the tournament had ended on 9,
Yeah.
it would have been
Yeah, it
an
was great, but
excellent
they don't do
tournament.
that, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In other words, you know, the old saying, the Masters doesn't begin till the back nine on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well,
Not this year.
not this year. It kind of ended on the back nine.
Yeah.
But the front nine was very exciting.
It was.
stuff.
It was. I mean, they matched shot for shot.
They
Spieth went
did.
on that birdie run, and then Bubba matched it.
Because it was so exciting, you basically had a victory lap for the back nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
was going to get anybody in it was a catastrophe for
Well,
Bubba.
it can happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it can happen.
It can happen. What
But
was
an
it?
interesting thing that I'm hearing. They're talking about, Mickelson although he missed the cut this year, he is
That was
generally
surprising.
played. They're saying, remember when they were having the Tiger-proof Augusta?
Yeah.
They better get up there and
Bubba.
Bubba-proof this
Yeah.
thing because he has a big. You need to get up there.
Yeah.
It really favors a big bombing left-hander
Yeah.
like that.
Really?
And the reason so many of those keyholes curve
Yeah.
left a little bit.
Right.
Well, he can hit that little fade for a left-hander. You say, well,
Stick
a
it.
right-handed guy can hit a draw. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't control a draw like you can control
Yeah.
a fade. So he can really.
I mean, some of
he had
his
a
shots.
365-yard drive.
Was
Yeah.
that on 13?
Yeah.
Was that 365? Guys,
No, seriously.
look, I don't
you imagine
remember everything about the
365
Masters, but
yards?
that is a
How do you
long
hit- yeah,
drive.
how do you-
He hit it like around
That's
or
a
over those
downhill
trees.
hole.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But I thought the trajectory of the cameras, I thought, okay, that has to hit the trees. That has to
Look,
not.
no.
And all of a sudden, he kind of scooted out and was looking, and they
Yeah.
showed it. I'm thinking, he was a wedge into 13.
To a par 5.
Yeah.
Par 5.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he didn't do very well. He put it
Yeah.
way left, I think. He didn't really take that much advantage to it. He got a birdie. But that was, I didn't know it was 365.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get to that
It's
point in a
just-
minute. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to go back to Watson and his length in a minute. But credit and kudos to the youngster out of Dallas, Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
Look.
Young kid,
he
man.
got,
Stepped
20
up
years
big.
old. Could
Stepped
have
up
been the
big.
youngest winner ever. But,
Yeah.
you
Stepped
know,
up big.
he made his run. Bubba Watson mashed him. And then, what is it, 8 and 9, gave up bogey and then birdie
It
for
was a
Watson.
4-shot
Four
swing.
shots.
Watson birdied both of them?
Yeah. Now, back to the beautiful 12 par 3. He was still there, but then the ball goes in Ray's Creek. Then it's over.
Yeah.
He could have made a run even at number 12 but he didn't. And it goes into the creek and he takes a bogey.
But when you look at watching from television, I mean, you can't see the
Oh,
true
it's unbelievable.
slope of these things. But how do you get a ball to stick, Scooter?
I don't know.
It's looked like if you hit it, it's going to
Freddie
go regardless.
Couples did it one year.
Yeah, really. And there's another story. I'm going to get to that in a minute as well. Everybody has, and I'm sure you follow golf more than I do. I've been told, never been.
Yeah.
It's on the bucket
I
list.
haven't-
But
I haven't
they
been.
tell
I've
me,
never been.
and I got a better angle this time
never
around.
been.
Those greens, I mean, looks like, guys, the greens, a lot of them are like this. They're just,
I know.
the
It's
incline
one
on
thing-
these greens in the course is
What do
just-
you call them?
Where
Turtleback,
can you get
Scooter?
a
I mean,
flat
is that what you call
surface
them?
at Augusta?
When they
Turtlebacks
have perfect weather like that,
Yeah.
it seems like the greens get in the way a little bit to me, to the viewer. I mean, because I think
Well-
What do you
it's
mean?
so hard to get close to a pin.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It's hard for a guy to get on a roll on the back nine. Now, if they get a little soft, if they have some rain during
Right.
the
Yeah.
week,
Right.
I think that takes a little of it away. But I don't know. It's sacrilege to mention
I agree.
anything
I don't
about
think you should
Augusta.
go there. I don't think you
But,
should go there. I think it's.
I know. I may
it's-
want to go cover
I know
it
it's
someday.
a master of a test. No
but
pun intended.
but I do think sometimes the course the way they set the greens up, that sometimes it seems like it becomes more of a chip and putt.
But they know that.
Yeah, I know.
I
And they
think,
know
I
that.
think, I think,
And these are the best golfers in the
If
world.
you're talking U.S. Open, then I may go on your side. But they trick up the U.S. Open really bad. And they did it one year where I can't remember, it was Shinnecock, where it was just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was stupid.
Well,
It was stupid.
and they had a freak weather deal there too. But the difference is the U.S. Open is dealing with a different canvas every year.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
whereas Augusta knows what they got.
Augusta is. All right. So Bubba Watson wins his second in 3 years. Okay. He's a bomber.
Yeah.
He's creative.
Yeah.
He can shape shots.
Yeah.
He's a good-natured guy from Baghdad, Florida. Lowest TV ratings since '04, I read. No Tiger, lost Phil after 2.
Yeah.
Again,
That's
no Tiger.
what you-
Why?
Well, because
Why?
you lost the casual sports fan.
I know that.
All the golf fans watched. It's the Masters.
I agree.
But your casual sports fan who only watches golf a couple of times a year, probably.
You got it. But you know, the lefty, the hair, the big stick.
Rick,
What's the difference between a Bubba Watson and a Tiger Woods? He can shape shots just
to a golfer, not that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to Jane Doe, who doesn't know Bubba Watson, I don't get it.
I guess you're going back a little bit
I don't get
to Bubba, and I heard, I think it's 6 of the last 10, or maybe 7 of the last 10 when you throw Phil in there.
Lefties?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to Mike Weir.
Yeah. Going back to Mike Weir.
A number of years ago. Yeah, you're right about that.
But 6 of the last 10 Masters winners have been left-handed. So,
Yeah.
you know, there are only a handful of left-handers on the
I know
PGA
that. I don't get it when it comes to that. You know, I understand the Tiger Woods phenomenon. And I like Tiger. He adds to it, but there are so many good quality players.
Rick,
They
I
really
agree.
are.
Rick,
To me, it's not a reflection on the Masters.
No.
It's just, I mean, but it's a fact. And you're not, that's for the networks to worry about. I mean, it was still a great, you know.
It was.
And there wasn't, and face it, there wasn't much drama on the back nine.
No, there wasn't.
But even Saturday, their ratings, and Saturday was pretty good TV for a Saturday.
Right.
You know, you had couples, you had Watson and Speed going at it. But I mean, that's just a fact of life. That's why, it's probably why Augusta gets such huge TV ratings to begin with, that they can get a casual sports fan that really doesn't know or care anything about golf.
Watch it.
Will watch, but they need Tiger and Phil.
And Rick, just to add a little bit to your point, I mean, you talked about maybe having low TV ratings, but Rick, you've got to realize some of these guys that didn't play with Phil not making a cut and with Tiger with the back problem, you know, Rick, you got to look at how big of an icon these guys are for promotional ads and stuff like that.
Of course,
That's why most people watch
you're right.
Rick,
The
to be
promos
honest
that
with
they
you.
run, they can't run a promo.
No,
with
they
Tiger.
can't.
You're right.
You
That's
can't.
valid.
He's
That's
not
valid.
playing.
Okay, we'll take a short pause. When we come back, we'll talk McNeese baseball. I want to get back to the Masters way later on in the show about couples and the most interesting man in the world.
Oh, is
Freddie. I want to talk about Jimenez a little bit too. Yeah. It's fun. It's just a fun story. We'll do that more when we come back in about 2.5 minutes.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford, Beglis Parkway in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
Choosing your doctors and healthcare professionals is an important and personal decision, and one that you should feel totally comfortable with. Hello, I'm Dr. Trisa Guidry, and I'd like to welcome you to our clinic where your health and well-being is our top priority. I'm a board-certified OBGYN and a graduate of LSU. My dedicated staff and I would like to invite you to call for a consultation and appointment. You will experience the trust, comfort, and medical treatment you deserve. We are Dr. Trisa Guidry.
We're back at Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Glad to have you aboard. Programming note, I won't be here next Monday. Remember.
Wait a minute.
I won't be here next Monday. Again, you guys are going to have to fly
two trips
somewhat.
in less than 30 days?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Is that, I get to ring the bell on that?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, guys. I got to go.
That's 2 trips less than 30 days.
So,
Okay.
I'll alert the media.
You'll alert the media. You guys will handle it. You did okay last time.
We did, we did okay. Scooter and I did okay. Yeah.
No fighting. I know sometimes y'all don't get along that well.
No.
So
Anybody wants to be guest host next week, just
send
call
it.
me,
Let us
text
know.
me,
Yeah.
email
Give us a call.
me.
Text us, email.
Or Kevin.
Let us know.
Another programming note, Cowgirls softball coach Mike Smith will. He won't be sitting in my chair for the entire show, but he's going to come on with you guys to talk about the baseball program, the softball program with the girls, and that whole thing. So I'll be gone another week next Monday, but I'll be back to follow me. If you guys will have me. I don't know. One of these times, I'm just going to say, Rick, just stay going.
We'll wait out for you, man.
Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's talk about some baseball. Cowboy baseball first up, and then we'll get on to the Cowgirls softball. We talked about it extensively last week. They hosted UL Lafayette, number 1 on, I guess, a couple of national college baseball. Was it one poll? Very good team. Look, I don't care.
But they are a very good team. They're legit.
They are 30-3, 30-4, whatever the Raging Cajuns are. They came into Cowboy Diamond, a near capacity crowd.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere. Great at the gate. Helps the bottom line budget for the year. No doubt for baseball.
Doubt about it.
Sold a lot of hot dogs and popcorn for sure. And again, like the week before when the Cowboys were playing the Tigers in LSU at Baton Rouge.
That's 2 big games.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lead. They had a small lead against LSU, and they had, I think a 7-6 lead over the Cajuns, 6th or 7th inning.
Yeah.
And then the bullpen comes in.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens. That's what happens, man. That's
I don't buy into the old.
Baseball.
I don't buy into the old. They proved they could play with LSU and UL. We knew they could play with them.
Yeah.
And I'm much more impressed with their overall record than I am with the fact that they hung with LSU or were beating LSU for 6 innings and hung with ULL for 6 innings.
Right.
It's a baseball game. There's no upsets.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. But, if you want to say, well, it kind of validates what they're doing, okay, fine, I'll buy that. But don't get all excited because they
good progress.
almost.
It shows
they
progress.
But
and you buy into his statement?
Nope. Let me tell you
what
something.
Does it show you?
Look, when I went down to the LSU and McNeese game, I was there sitting right there on the first baseline. And when I saw the score 3-0, I was like, whoa. Then come around in the 6th inning. It's like you never knew that LSU was going to lose the game, which Scooter can tell you. Those games can happen. But I never for a minute thought that they would beat LSU. I don't know why.
Why?
They've done it plenty of times in the past.
Yeah. But it just seems like when you're watching a game, you just seems like the game is going to take a turn and things are going to turn. And sure enough, Rick, the 6th inning, that's when it turned. And it's like you knew it was no coming back then. You knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the score? 11-3? Final score?
10-3, I think it was.
10-3, 11-3?
I think it was 10-3.
Anyway, ULL guys, pretty much the same thing, okay?
All right, so late in the game, the Cowboys just didn't finish. They didn't finish, and it's a learning process. It's a maturation process. It's a belief process. That's when I sat down with Justin Hill last week, he talked a lot about that. Belief and determination, belief that you belong, belief that you can do it.
And they have, Rick, and they, honestly, I haven't watched that much of the Cowboys, but let me just say, they surprised a lot of people, I feel, locally, to see where they're at right now with some of the teams they play.
The body of work is strong.
Honestly.
The body of work is strong. And
I'll
go with Hobbs to a point in regards to look at the body of work. But when they can beat an LSU in that body of work, and when they can I know that, but you got to do it. And I know I've done it in the past. But do it now. Do it with this team. Then that elevates you even more. That elevates the belief. That elevates the confidence. And a beating, and they got another shot.
Don't build your program about winning that one game. I mean, McNeese have had bad teams that beat LSU national championship teams.
Yeah, that was
so
my
that's
question
not
right there. I was
yes.
going to ask you, did McNeese ever beat LSU
Yes,
on their trip
at
to
least
Omaha?
twice. At least twice, I can
There it
think
is,
of
then.
right
Okay.
off.
So they got another
2000, I know they did.
Okay, that's a long time ago, Scooter. That's a long time
But
ago,
LSU went
man.
to
Well,
Omaha that
LSU's
year.
only won one since
But I mean,
then.
I'm
LSU
just
went to
saying,
Omaha that
that's a
year,
long
didn't
time
they?
ago.
Yeah.
A shot
But
in
they
the
beat them since then.
a shot in the arm for
No,
this
Rick,
program. These
Rick, I see
guys
your
to beat
point.
an LSU or to beat a UL
I see your
Lafayette
point.
would be a shot
No,
in the arm.
that's no doubt.
Now
I
they
see
got
your
another
point.
shot at UL Lafayette in about another week. All right. So they go in. The Cowboys a weekend series with Northwestern, bigger than the UL game, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
and
it
they
is.
dropped their
'Cause it's
last
conference.
series. Yeah, they dropped their
It
first
is.
series of the year. So they, and with
But
two shutouts.
You know, I mean, that's
two
going to
shutout
happen.
losses.
You don't like to see that it happen at home.
Yeah.
Because you need to take 2 or 3
Yes.
at home.
Yes.
They need to sweep a
Yes.
road series to
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
even that out.
All right, so the body of work, now the Cowboys are tied, as we sit here early in the week, with Northwestern and Nichols. All right, so again, the body of work, they go to Tulane. Is Tulane any good? I don't hear much about
Tulane's
Tulane.
got a
They're
pretty
a
good
little
baseball
down.
team.
They're a little down this year.
I
I
hadn't
thought
heard.
they were pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're a little,
Have they been good the last couple of years?
traditionally, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, they have, but they're
I lose track of
a little
Tulane
down
baseball.
last year and a little down this year.
All right, so they got Tulane midweek, and then they go on the
Although
road to
Tulane
Central.
did beat LSU this year.
See, there you go. You're going to make your
All
point
right, that's
now?
why I said I thought they were
You're going to
pretty
make your
good.
point?
Everybody was ready to jump ship at LSU.
Yeah.
That was Tulane beat LSU right before LSU went to Florida and got swept.
Yeah,
So I
see
mean,
there?
you know, the wheels were coming
Yeah,
off.
And what
the ship is
UL
sinking.
and UL beat Tulane 16-0?
Yeah, they did. You're
Yeah.
right.
UL beat Tulane 16-0.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
All right, shifting to the ladies. Cowgirl softball. Again, Mike Smith, in his third year
Yeah.
heading the Cowgirl softball program, will be on the show with the boys
Good to have
next
him. Yeah, we're
Monday.
excited
Next
about
Monday
having
he'll be here. All right, they're tops in the league.
Yeah.
They're tops in the league, and they're on track for a possible 40-win year. They got 30. All right, they're on track for 40 wins. They'd have to put on
Girls
a nice streak
impressive.
here.
Yeah. Girls impressive.
And they won over the weekend in Texas. This is a program, again, you know, he had a lot of talent. This was a
Yeah.
team, this
But
was
let
a program that won the Southland Conference Championship, went to the NCAA without Mike Smith, and
Yeah.
he came in. His job was to keep the engine rolling, and he's
Yeah.
done a heck of a job. Heck of a job.
I was
And they
sitting around-
did beat LSU.
And that's right, they did beat
They
LSU.
did.
We
They
talked
You're
about
going to
that.
build everything
2-1.
on
They
that.
beat
And I was-
LSU in Baton Rouge.
I was sitting around, I think, this past weekend, and I was watching. I want to say it was Arkansas playing somebody. If you guys ever get a chance to
Women's
see Arkansas
softball?
women,
Yeah.
if you guys get a chance to see Arkansas women's softball, look at the picture. I don't think either of us could hit her ball.
Oh, I can't see it.
I mean,
you
seriously.
got to see it to be able to hit it.
How can you throw a ball that fast? Under how
Yeah.
can you do it?
I don't know.
I mean,
that would be
she
another
struck out-
great sports challenge for you. See if you can stop.
No,
See
that
if
would
you-
embarrass
That
you.
would.
Even I don't want to see him get
See if you
embarrassed
can
that
stop
bad.
Kevin Hardy from dunking.
I don't mind. I don't mind embarrassing him by out driving him at the
I'm
driving
just
range.
saying.
But I don't want you to get embarrassed.
I think I control that. Okay, I think I control that.
But you're the athlete
But
of the
look,
group.
no, seriously though, I'm just saying that's pretty impressive, man. For a female to throw a softball that fast.
Yeah.
Man, I was impressed.
Talk
She's-
to Mike Smith next week. He's
I
got
will,
a hot
I will.
shot
I'll mention
in
that to him.
Jamie Aldred,
I'll
his
mention
top
that to him.
pitcher. She's like 19
That's
and
pretty
5.
impressive, though, man.
I think after the season's over,
Yeah.
Guidry out in the batting
Look,
cages, out on the diamond.
I'd be willing to do
We'll
it.
get the camera
I'm that
crew out
kind of
there.
guy. I would do it.
I know you
Kevin,
do it.
I would do it.
Kevin, don't do it.
Look, I'm
He'd
that
do it.
competitive. I'll do it.
do it.
I'll
He'd do it.
Strike me out. Hey, won't be the first. Okay.
With his ego.
Maybe we can
Well,
get
look, one
get
year-
Jenny Finch over here.
Well, Jenny Finch did it to a couple guys. I think that she struck out, didn't she?
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna feel that bad.
Jenny Finch hurt you.
I wouldn't want to. I would be too distracted to even swing it one up.
The moral of this,
I would-
the moral of this story
I wouldn't.
is, spring has gone very well
Yeah.
for McNeese State athletics.
They are.
Both baseball programs
They are.
elevated to the top of the league. You got track and field doing well. We don't
Yeah.
talk a lot about track and field, and
For good
tennis is
reason.
on a rebound.
They just had a
tennis
just
is
recently.
it's
Tennis
good.
having a good year. You're right.
Yeah, it's again the energy and the
And-
vibe,
and you know,
you got the turnstiles are turning
And
a
look,
little bit more.
and
And that's
one-
good for McNeese.
And one of the things that we talked about that would probably help the sports at McNeese was that being able to get people in those seats to watch what you're doing, whether it's baseball,
Yeah.
or football or basketball. And I think, you know what?
Blue and
that's,
gold.
That's one of the
Blue
things
and
that I
gold.
think that they're going to have to take an interest in to be more positive toward getting people in
There-
those.
This
and
area
the one
is
thing that we
dominant with the
said-
purple and gold. Come on.
But just like
Dominant
Scooter
purple.
said, we've been able to coexist for years.
Yeah.
For years. But the one thing that I think that they're going to have to look
I don't
look
think
at
a
that
softball
makes
game is going to
Yeah.
cause a great
But
civil
just,
war.
and I think what'll help is just that if you can just be consistent with the type of product and I keep saying this, guys, that you put on the field, people will want to go out and see it, Rick.
It's a
I'm
building
a firm
process.
believer of that.
Building
I'm
process.
a firm believer of that.
Okay, when we come back, we'll talk football.
Okay.
McNeese spring game, spring scrimmage. Not really a game anymore.
And I think
kind of
Big
a very
Talk was the
controlled
quarterback,
scrimmage.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll get into a little bit of that. We'll talk football when we come back. When we come back in about, we'll say 2 minutes.
Yes.
We'll come back to Jack Daniels with us. All right.
We are worldwide, 365 and 24/7 at soundoff60.com. Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Back after this break.
Behold the original light beer. The inventor of great taste and less filling. The one that dared to say maybe light beer should taste like beer. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Brent Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Soundoff 60.
Philip, you guys have been here for 4 years. Why is Tarver Ford doing so well?
Judge, we have a great team with a great passion to win every customer that gives us a chance. Our people are enthusiastic and prepared, our inventory is busted at the seams, and we're discounting prices and giving good money for trades to make deals happen.
Well, it must be working because I see the blue Tarver Ford tags everywhere. But how do you keep customers?
We want customers for life. So at Tarver Ford, every new vehicle includes complimentary lifetime oil changes.
Let us show you how a great team serves its customers a first-class experience.
At Tarver Ford, exit 21 Sulphur.
This is it. The big bang of light beers. The one that started it all. 96 of the hardest working calories in the business. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge. Don't forget, Party by the Pools are coming up in May. Get your tickets now for the Wallflowers coming up May 19th and also the Counting Crows June 19th. And in between that time, come down to Jack Daniels. There's a lot going on here, guys. You got karaoke, you got dancing, you got music, you got food. We love it here. All right, we're here on Mondays. A lot of the action is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but it's always a good time to be here because there's great food. No doubt about it. So.
Let me just say for the record, why
for the
don't
record.
one show,
Wait a minute,
Rick,
for the record?
For the record.
A lot of times you don't say stuff on the record.
For the record, just one of the shows, one of the Party by the Pools, I would like to invite Scooter, you, Rick, to come with me to attend one of them backstage.
I don't need
Would you guys
you
be
to
interested
get
in doing that with me?
backstage.
Just
What did you say?
Especially
You don't
especially doing the
need
bikini
him.
contest. Well, especially doing the
I
bikini
need
contest.
you, Kevin.
We definitely don't. We know he don't need that.
I need you.
I would love to just take you guys backstage, meet the guys, and just take a photo or something, just to show our camaraderie, just show how we hang out together.
Hey, we can fake it.
That would be nice.
We can fake it.
Hey,
I'm trying, Rick.
Hey, give
Rick,
me an
I'm trying,
invite.
man. Rick, I'm trying.
I
man.
used
there.
to judge the bikini contest.
Oh, you did for quite some time, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
was I left out of that?
Rick, I don't look.
What happened to me?
Let me just say
for
for
the
the
bikini
record,
contest judging.
I
thing?
showed
What
up
happened?
and who was on stage with the pen and pencil? I'm like, what? And, I don't know.
What do you mean? He was on
Student-
stage with a
Yeah,
pen and pencil?
yeah.
No,
One of the judges.
What'd you need a pen and pencil for?
I don't know.
Take notes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You know, when it comes to civic duty,
right, Scooter. I
I'm a
understand.
sucker. I can't
What'd
say
you do?
no.
Did you pull out
You're
your
all in.
reporter pad
Yeah.
and do a
You're
post
all
bikini
in.
contest
Believe me.
interview with
Yeah.
the winners? Is
You're
that what
all
you did?
in.
Okay.
Boy.
I'm there if you
We're gonna
need
do it,
me, Kevin.
We're gonna do
I'm
it.
there
Rick.
if you
I've been
need
wanting to
me.
do that for quite some time. We're gonna do it.
Let's talk about McNeese spring football over the weekend.
I got to
It's
tell y'all a hilarious story about that one.
about the bikini contest.
I bet he do.
Wait till the last segment.
This comparison.
Keep teasing.
It's comparing me judging the bikini contest and me judging a barbecue contest.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Well, all right. Wait. I'm gonna zip it right now because
I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Save
on
it.
that. Save it.
Keep plugging it and save it for the last
we
segment.
would definitely save
All
it.
right, Matt Viator gets his crews and his boys out at Cowboy Stadium for a spring control, very controlled scrimmage. One of the things that came out of this was the still open race at quarterback.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a minute. The running backs. All right, they've I loved Wiltz. I love Wiltz, the little guy out of New Iberia.
Quick.
You know, big contributor the last 2 or 3 years. But apparently, you know, this Nate Holmes out of Arkansas, Derek Milton, some top-flight D1 bigger guys come in here and showed some stuff during spring and also in this game. Kelvin Bennett, the speedster, he can do it. 73-yard touchdown run. He breaks it.
Second, third play, I think it was.
He's got that kind of speed. But another thing to warm your heart, the defense. 15 losses, 15 tackles for losses, Kevin.
Yeah.
Brent Spikes had a great scrimmage game, controlled scrimmage, but that's a lot of tackles.
I watched a little bit of it, and let me tell you what you're going to see more of now. And I don't know how bad it was last year, but what I think Coach Guidry has done now, they're even faster than what they were last year. How you do that, I don't know. Yeah. But when you look at them, they're faster than what they were last year. Faster.
You know, boy, we don't have enough time to get into it. We'll do it in August, but one of the differences that I see it from the naked eye, when it gets into the FCS playoffs, I see those teams with much bigger defensive linemen.
We talked about that, Rick.
Much bigger offensive linemen.
Rick, we talked about that last
year. You talk about
year.
speed. I understand speed. You need grease lightning speed, but you also need some bulk, too.
You do, Rick. You know,
those
Rick,
teams that are winning the national titles, they are some big monsters.
They are big on the line. But you know what? The one thing that I think Coach Guidry has done to compensate for maybe a little bit in size, being able to beat his opponents to a spot.
Okay.
And if you can do that, you're going to have the advantage, Rick, if you can do that.
Is speed, even on the SEC level, is speed always the deciding factor? Or can you have a slow 320-pound left tackle?
I don't want
I've seen it in the NFL that can just simply push a guy off to the side and he's out of the play.
At the end of the day, Rick, speed kills.
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
I'm with Kevin. I'm a big believer in speed.
At the end of the day, speed kills, Rick.
I mean, there's exceptions, but
it is.
For the most part.
Speed kills, Rick. It will get you. It will get you in the end, Rick.
I'll say this for
and
Cowboy
that
fans.
330-pounder you're talking about in the NFL, he's faster.
Well, he's fast too.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
He's faster than
I
you think.
remember when the Cowboy Brian Smith. Remember him? He went to the Eagles.
Brian Smith.
And they got into the playoffs, and I can't remember the team, but it was a big left tackle that a non-factor. Smith was. You know what he did? It was literally, Kevin,
I know what you're saying.
It was one hand, and he flicked him off to the side. He was a non-factor.
I know what you're saying.
We're off on a tangent
but
here.
Like
We got to get back to the spring.
It's different situations that allow you to use that as an advantage. In other ones, you have to maybe put people up front that's big.
I like the balance. So I like the balance. Okay, so the quarterback race between Tyler Bolfing, who did not have statistically a very good game.
Who do you like, Rick? Let me ask you that. Who do you like?
I think, Viator sat here and says it's open race. Okay, you got Bolfing, you got Wes Briscoe, you got Grant Ashcraft, and you got this Joe Lazar.
Yeah.
Based on just the snaps and based on what I saw from last season in games, I think Bolfing is going to have an edge.
That's who I'm kind of. I wasn't sure, but
he's big enough.
Yeah.
He's got some mobility.
He does.
And he can run with the football and he can throw the football. But look, Briscoe can come through.
Yeah.
But Briscoe, we all know, 6 knee surgeries.
With the injuries.
And
you hate to even bring that up.
To run the football.
No, he's not. I don't think they want him to.
Okay, they don't want him to.
I don't think they want him to.
I think Bolfing is going to be the guy. And, look, I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I don't know all the rules, but is it too late to possibly bring somebody else in for August? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
You can?
Yeah,
so I'm not ruling that out.
In
I don't
fact,
know if
it's not
Viator would
unusual. It's not unusual, particularly when you're talking about, from a FB, I still have to hesitate before saying it. FBS to FCS.
Yeah.
A lot of kids go through spring practice and
They
realize
still want to leave.
it doesn't look good for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying Viator even wants to do that. Personally, if I was in his shoes, I would keep my options open.
You have to.
Okay?
You have to for the betterment of your team. You have to, Rick.
Exactly.
You have to.
Why not? So anyway, no major injuries coming out of the spring scrimmage, that's a good thing. And they ended up. I was impressed with a lot of tackles for loss. I was impressed with some of the defensive work. I really was. And it's going to be good to see this Nate Holmes and Milton, and along with Kelvin Bennett, they're going to have a slew of running backs again. So anyway, all right, we're up against the clock again. We're coming back, so don't
That was pretty quick.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LeBear's Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60, and Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
So what are we doing at Tarver Ford this month? The lot's filling up with F-150s. I'm thinking we should do $12,000 off every one of them.
What about $13,000 off? That'll really get their attention.
That's it. $13,000 off of MSRP on every new 2013 F-150 in stock.
What about all of our new cars and SUVs?
Let's do everything. We got the largest inventory we've ever had. Let's put it all on sale. The only problem is I don't know how we're going to fit that all in one ad.
Man, I think you just did.
Come see us at Tarver Ford in Sulphur for the Everything's on Sale sale.
All right, welcome back to the show. Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino, Sound Off 60, near the end of the show. Couple segments left. Remember, I won't be here on Monday. Okay. I don't see any tears. I don't see
I'm
tears
just
of
saying,
sorrow
you know,
or anything. You guys are like, it seems like you're like jubilant. You're joyful that I'm not going to be
It's
here.
just that Scooter and I have been here since day one, and we haven't had a break yet on a Monday. And I mean, you take 2 breaks in less than 30 days.
Yeah.
I'm just, is that in the contract? That's the what we talked about at the beginning of the year?
When LSU goes to Omaha, he's going for at least 2 shows, right?
Not
If they have a run.
this year.
If they have a run, they got to get on a run.
I don't think I'll miss any this year.
All right, Greg, we're going to let you pass,
Okay,
man. We
remember,
give you a pass.
Cowgirls softball coach Mike Smith will be joining you guys, so it'll be a
we'll
good
be glad
show.
to have Mike in.
Anyway, without me here. All right, guys. Let me get on this a little bit here. We talked last week about LSU Stadium.
Yeah.
Remember that whole thing, Stadium? And,
it looks,
you know, Guidry, it sells out. They need to add another 30,000 seats.
Watch it, Rick, watch it.
You know, there was a story last week I read about this, and you know, Joe Oliva, the AD, LSU?
Yes.
Now working with the city of Baton Rouge, and he must have been watching our show. Because what did I complain about?
Man,
it's a pain in the ass to go to an LSU game because of the traffic jams and no place to park. And now the campus.
You sound like Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Yeah.
Too crowded. Good line there, sir.
You're right, Scooter.
But look,
You're right.
you know, now LSU is trying to work with Baton Rouge to improve the traffic situation and get more parking.
Yeah.
And I read the article. I was like, I'm applauding. I'm applauding.
Because what does that do? If you get more parking.
Well, yes.
Okay.
But he wants, you know, Oliva was saying, I want to improve the game experience. They did some surveys or whatever. It's not a good game experience, according to, you know,
Well,
this is him saying
it's
that.
just getting
Well, no, I think
it's a good game experience, but they got problems.
It's a good game experience.
I know, it is.
But it has to be better now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
There's more competition.
You're right.
Particularly, and you're going to have some conflicts here, generational conflicts.
Yes.
I think LSU went way overboard the other way with all the boombox rap music and stuff. I mean, they went way overboard.
Hey, if they would have had that when I played, it probably would have played better. I probably would have played better.
Would you be
if I would have had that.
I got a music question for you. Okay, go ahead.
But they are, I think, coming to grips with the idea that, you know, they've got to, one of the biggest problems, one of the biggest complaints, you put 120,000 cell phones in that small of concentrated area, and people can't text. You know, it overloads the digital systems.
People complaining about that?
That's what people, because they got to be on Twitter during the game.
Okay. Facebook, Twitter.
And
not everybody.
You know, but they're, you know,
I'm there to watch
but
the
they
game.
will
Yeah,
get
I'm there
that
to
kind
watch
of
the
thing.
game.
Yeah, you are. But
I
I'm
know.
saying what the kids
I know.
want down
That's a
there.
good point. That's a good point.
But Greg, let me just say a little bit to Scooter's point about, well, it kind of went overboard with all the boombox and all that. Scooter, you cover every game LSU has, whether it's away or home.
Oh yeah,
Every
this same
stadium has it.
I know. Well,
it's not going away.
Some worse
it's
than
not
others.
going away.
Some worse than others.
Because that's part of the entertainment factor.
And I will
that
say
people
this,
go to.
and I don't mind it, as long as it's not overbearing, like during pregame warm-ups and stuff. But to me, college football, the difference in college football and the NFL is marching bands. Let them do their job. We got off tangent.
I'm buying into your thing.
I mean, the NFL's going to blast you with all this piped-in music. That's not college.
Right.
That's not college.
And And I mean, I see your point, but you know what? People go to games, like I've said, guys, to be entertained not only by the players.
Let me ask you.
Not only by the players.
Part of that article and the study, so to speak, is the possibility of, and I don't even know if they do it now. I don't know. I assume not. Parking and have some kind of train, rail, or
no, not anymore. That's done.
Well, they have
I'd do
buses.
it.
Not anymore.
I would do it.
Well,
I would park somewhere and bust me over and bust me out.
I mean, they have. I mean, you go to some of the pro games.
Well,
and
I
stuff.
mean, you can do it to. I mean, I don't know what
Answer the question. Do they have
is.
shuttle buses?
And LSU is not as bad as most, at least to get to a game. I don't have the experience that everybody complains about leaving the game because I have to work after the game.
You're there for 3
Time
hours.
I'm finished, the traffic is pretty much cleared out. But I go to schools all over the SEC and elsewhere, and getting to a game at Baton Rouge is about as easy as anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you've got.
I mean, no better, no worse.
Okay.
Better than most.
Okay.
LSU fans that complain, try to get to a game at Auburn someday.
Yeah.
I dare you.
I've been to one before.
I covered Auburn way back
I've
when
been to
it
one
was
before.
hard. I covered Alabama, it was hard. Florida, you're right.
I think LSU has a great emergency system set up with their state police there and the city police to where after the games, the traffic is moving. You've got to say that. It's moving.
Slow,
it's not at a standstill.
Right, we're up against the clock. Talking about music at stadiums, there's this new ditty playing now. And is it the guy with the big old 10-gallon hat? It's Happy, Happy, Happy?
Yeah.
Have you heard that song?
That's for real. That's for real.
For real?
That's for real.
Is his
Yeah.
name? Okay.
His name is for real.
I'm not cool
Probably
like Kevin.
One of the best
It's a
R&B
snappy
guys.
song.
It
It's
is.
got some snap.
It is.
And I don't even want to
But you've got to see the kids. You've got to go on YouTube and download the kids' version of it at some private
kids'
school.
version? What is that?
They had the kids redid it at one private school in
Oh,
New York.
really? So the kids singing the
unbelievable.
song?
It's
really?
unbelievable, man.
I'm sure you've heard it. It's Happy, 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 and it's not
Let me just say, Rick.
not Happy, Happy, Happy from the Duck Dynasty guys.
But that song's been out for a while, Rick. What are you
I'm
listening
just
to,
getting
man?
it,
Yeah, I
man.
was thinking
I think your
I've heard
son's
that.
probably
I'm
got you
just
listening to this,
getting
man.
it. All right,
Jeez.
Stump the Wise Guys up next. We want to talk also, don't forget, we want to hear your story, bikinis.
Oh, you better hurry.
Yeah.
You better hurry through. You're not going to have time for anything else.
How long of a story is it now?
Well, I can give you the short
We're
version.
going to get the short version. Coming back in about
I
an
was
hour.
supposed to tell that.
Please do.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
Behold the original light beer. The inventor of great taste and less filling. The one that dared to say maybe light beer should taste like beer. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
Philip, you guys have been here for 4 years. Why is Tarver Ford doing so well?
Judge, we have a great team with a great passion to win every customer that gives us a chance. Our people are enthusiastic and prepared, our inventory is busted at the seams, and we're discounting prices and giving good money for trades to make deals happen.
Well, it must be working because I see the blue Tarver Ford tags everywhere. But how do you keep customers?
We want customers for life. So at Tarver Ford, every new vehicle includes complimentary lifetime oil changes.
Let us show you how a great team serves its customers a first-class experience.
At Tarver Ford, exit 21 Sulphur.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
This is it. The big bang of light beers. The one that started it all. 96 of the hardest working calories in the business. And for a limited time, Miller Lite is back in the original light can.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels. It's time to Stump the Wise Guys. We're ready. We're up at the deck. We're up at the plate. We got Christy and Layton going to join us here. Ladies, Are
Good
y'all
to have you,
rookies? Y'all
ladies.
first timers?
No,
Okay, all right, good. The bell is ready. Go
Veterans,
ahead. Who's
Rick.
up
Come
first?
on now.
All right, I'm first.
All right,
Go ahead,
go
Steve.
on.
Let's hear it.
What was so special about Bubba Watson's green jacket given to him on his second Masters over the weekend?
I'm going to say his little son walking out.
Well, no, she
That
said
had nothing
what
to do
was
with
special
it.
about the
That-
jacket.
that was
The
special.
jacket?
The jacket itself.
Oh, well, I missed that
Jacket
part. Okay, I
itself.
was stuck on his
The
little
second
son.
One. No, that's kind of obvious. I don't know.
Well, he won his second
What?
one, but
I
What's
don't know.
so
I mean,
special
there's
about
a
the
bunch of things they could say.
I know. I
Are we
don't. It
stumped?
kind of caught me by
Well,
surprise on
I'm
that
not
one.
stumped. I could tell
Well,
you
yeah,
something.
You wanna know
go
what
ahead.
they thought was special about it?
Yeah, what they thought was special.
That's not
By
really a
tradition,
tribute.
it was actually the very same jacket awarded to him for his first Masters.
Well, yeah, I knew
in
that.
2012.
You
Oh,
don't
so-
get two jackets.
Oh, so you
don't
just
get
get the
two.
same one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I've
yeah.
always wanted, some of those guys keep coming back 30 years. A lot of them double in size. I mean, they got to get a new one.
Yeah. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's.
But
a
you
mini
only
stuff.
get one
And I guess
jacket.
I have a question. You know, you have a fit for every guy, I guess, that's playing, right?
You
It's
know,
a,
I'll
it's
tell
a
you, I'll
closet.
tell you.
Pretty sure it's a closet.
When they actually do the presentation at the end, they've got a couple of different sizes.
Gotcha.
After, that's not the one they'll keep because
Right.
they will be fitted for one that
Right.
fits perfect.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm sure.
right.
Hell,
Okay.
it's Augusta National.
Yeah.
All right, Leighton.
All right, y'all ready? Who is the youngest and the oldest to ever win the Masters?
Come on, Scooter.
Tiger.
Tiger
Tiger.
and Nicholas.
Jack
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Y'all all right?
1986 was it when
Yeah,
Nicholas
he
won?
was
I was
40.
walking
You
through
know
an
the
airport,
funny
yeah.
thing about that, and I'll make this real quick. When Nicholas, he was 46
Yeah,
when
sounds
he
right.
won it, and that seemed like an old man
does.
winning
It
at
does.
the time.
Yeah. It does.
Now it wouldn't shock anybody
No.
if a 46-year-old
No, it wouldn't.
won.
Well, back to and Freddie Couples.
Yeah.
Always seems
Yeah.
to be there
What,
for 2.5.
53
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah,
Freddie,
and then
yeah, Freddie.
you know Miguel Angel Jimenez.
Yeah.
He's going to go on the Champions Tour this week.
I've had the
And
chance to
I
meet
don't
Freddie
think
too,
right
man.
And
there.
I mean, it was just like this crazy
Yeah.
deal when Nicholas
Yeah,
did.
two guys I wouldn't mind being for a day.
Yeah.
Maybe a week.
I met Freddie. I met
Jimenez.
Freddie before. I met
No,
Freddie
he's
before.
talking about it.
I want to be Jimenez
No.
and
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Be those guys. Yeah.
I want to be
All right,
Shaquille
all
O'Neal
right,
for a
all
week.
right,
What a
all
life that would be. All right, back to
right.
Chris.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
All right, don't look.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I saw you peeking. How many multiple winners have claimed the Masters title?
I mean,
Six multiple winners. I'm gonna say six.
That's low, Kevin.
7 or 8.
Well, look, ain't saying
No,
7 or 8.
It's
no,
way
it's
higher.
Multiple.
It's way-
like obviously
Way
two.
higher.
Anybody
Two
that
or
wins
more.
2.
Anybody wins 2?
It's a long tournament. I don't know. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark.
15.
Lucky 13.
You already got one.
We're gonna go lucky 13.
13, 17.
17.
17, I would have thought that
I
was
thought
high.
it was. I would have thought that was high
That's
too.
high. All right, last one. Leighton.
All right.
Bonus.
Question for you. Name the 3 golfers who have ever won back-to-back Masters championships.
Nicholas.
Okay, Nicholas.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Bubba.
No,
back
Bubba
to back.
2 out of 3.
Consecutive.
Oh, back to back. Okay,
Nicholas,
back to back. Back to
Tiger,
back.
Nicholas.
And
What's that guy named? Herrera. What's his name?
Who?
the other one would be back in the 50s, maybe.
Not
I can't
Norman.
remember that far back.
The guy who beat
Norman
Norman.
never
Who
won.
beat Norman in the
Oh, no, Faldo.
Faldo.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, Scooter, you on it, son? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
What?
Wood, the only
we just
3
hot
back to
tonight,
back.
man.
Only
No,
3
it
back
was
to back.
hot
All right,
tonight.
Christy, Leighton, excellent job,
Thanks,
ladies.
ladies.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Y'all did good
Thank you.
too.
They got us on
Appreciate
the
it.
first one. That
I
green
did on the
jacket,
first.
that
That was
quirky
kind of a
Yeah,
tough
but I
one, though.
think I made
Kind
up
of the way it
for
was
it.
worded.
Yeah,
I think it should have been worded.
Too long.
I mean,
Different.
I knew what she was saying.
Came
Won't
out
call
with
it a
6.
stump. All right, thank y'all. Appreciate it,
you.
ladies.
Thanks,
All right.
ladies.
All right,
All right.
so before we lose, okay. Barbecue judging contest
what
and
happened
bikini
with this?
contest.
All right,
How
I'll
do you
make
put
this
the barbecue in
All right,
the
the first couple of years I was judge of the bikini contest.
Right, I
they
remember
have
that.
during the pool parties. Okay, me and my late great friend Hector San Miguel
I
would
know
do
exactly what you're talking
it.
about.
So the next spring, they asked me at Conch Band Days to come be a judge at the barbecue contest.
Now, was that
Well,
one
I
of the
got
ones
to
that I
tell
was
you,
in?
I don't know.
Because I was in a few.
And this, I mean, but you're talking great for a bachelor now, because what they bring is these big plates
Now, wait a minute now.
of each
Qualify. Is it
entry
great?
of ribs.
Is it greater to be a bachelor and a bikini judge or a
Well,
barbecue?
let me finish. That's kind of the
You're gonna
story.
eat for a
So
while.
what I figured out when I saw how many ribs we had to taste, you only take one bite
That's
out of
it.
them. Well, I'm a bachelor, okay? I said, I got me one of those little aluminum trays, take the one bite.
Right.
I was set for a week.
Yeah.
I had
No doubt.
barbecue
And
stacked
he's right.
up like here to
He's
take
right.
home after the thing, right?
He's right.
So I'm talking with the nice lady that was kind of running the thing, and she said, well, can we count on you to come back next year? And I said, you better believe it. I said, this is the most fun I've had since I judged the bikini contest at LaBerge last week. And right on, she didn't miss a beat. She said, yeah, but I bet you they didn't let you bring home the leftovers.
That's good.
That's good.
That's a good line.
Yeah, that's pretty
She
quick.
popped that out. I mean, didn't miss a beat. But they didn't let you bring home the leftovers.
That's pretty good.
No leftovers at the pool party bikini contest.
Yes.
Manny Pacquiao, guys, 2 years ago, he loses a controversial decision, one of the worst ever judging in boxing history, to Timothy Bradley. He redeems himself and gets revenge over the weekend. You got to see the replay. I saw the highlights.
I didn't see it.
It looked like it's a
see
brawl,
it.
Kevin.
Was it really? I didn't see. You
It's
know,
a
I love
brawl.
boxing. I didn't see it, but
Manny
I'm gonna see it, though.
Pacquiao unifies and gets the title back against. And Bradley's a good guy and all, but he did not win that fight 2 years ago. He did not win the fight. We're out of time.
We are.
Great
Next
show,
week,
guys. We'll do it all again
always.
next week.
We'll be back.
Minus me.
We'll
Y'all
be
have
back.
a great
We'll be
show,
ready.
okay?
I got a hankering for barbecue.
You do you? We'll do it again next time. Have a great sports week, everybody.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 60 Monday through Sunday nights, 9 p.m. and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout the week on Communicom Cable Channel 6 at 9 p.m. across Southwest Louisiana. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the boys and access our website links at soundoff60.com.